Hello there and welcome to another video by the MXQ project. So I thought I'd do a video on SD cards. Which SD card should you be using for LibreELEC on the MXQ Pro or the MXQ S805? Now I've got an old SD card here. Now this is rated at a read speed of around 4 megasecond. Now to run LibreELEC on this card would be painful because the operating system will not be able to talk to the hardware quick enough. It will run, but it just won't run very well. So if you've got a card like this, it says Kingston on it, but it's actually a Sandisk card. It's one of the old style ones, and it's just a cheap one. It's 32 gig, which is it's a sizable amount of storage, and it's only really good to take pictures with and stuff like that. It's just not quick enough to actually run an operating system from. So if you've got one of them, don't bother, because you'll probably find out when you actually write in the operating system to the card. Win32 disk will give you the read and write speed displayed, and it will be quite low. So what I recommend is the Sandisk Ultra card. So something like this. Now this is a refurbished model, and they're only about £3.50 in UK. It's got 8GB storage. So just quickly go on to storage actually. So when you write an operating system like LibreELEC onto an SD card, it will create two partitions. So one partition is to sit the operating system in, and the second partition is for your storage. So on Windows, when you've written this operating system to your SD card, you pop in your SD card again, you won't be able to see those two partitions because Windows can't read Linux-based partitions. We won't go into that today, just so you know, maybe if you want to have a look at it or have a look at the files and stuff like that, you'll only be able to look at the LibreELEC portion of that partition setup. But if you've got a Linux operating system like Ubuntu or for example, you'll be able to pop it in and be able to see those two partitions, and actually it makes it a bit easier to actually transfer files across because you don't have to rely on Samba to actually do that. So we've also got Sandisk Ultra cards with 16 gig of memory. Now I tend to see those cards as being much faster. They come with an 80 meg transfer speed. I don't know why Sandisk actually do that, make them faster over the 8 gig models. So I've got an 8 gig model here. So the 16GB version of this card is twice as fast. Don't know why they do that, but they do it anyway. But there we go. So they're only a few quid in difference as well. So a brand new 8GB Ultra card will cost you £3.50 refurbished, or about £8 brand new. And a 16GB Ultra card would cost about £10–11, I think it is, or something like that. So they're not expensive really, especially for what you do. You can also, once you've written LibreELEC to the SD card, maybe you want to use your SD card for something else in the future, you can just wipe it using SD card format and then just carry on using it in your camera or wherever you want to use it. Hopefully it's given you some food for thought when you're going to choose your SD card. Just make sure it's quick. Make sure it's class 10. Make sure it's got a decent transfer read and write speed. You don't have to go for Sandisk, of course, but generally Sandisk Ultra cards, for me, I think they're the best way for them. So that's it. That concludes this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we shall see you on the next one.